Hello and thank you for taking a moment of your time. In this video, I'm going to go over the tools that I use that allow me to find products that I can buy and sell on Amazon for a profit. Now, this channel is dedicated to helping people find success buying and selling on Amazon. This is actually video number 100. We've been putting a lot of work into this. And when I'm demonstrating how to find products, I'm literally showing my screen, and in the background, you'll see all sorts of charts, graphs, gadgets, widgets, extensions, and things like that. And one of our subscribers asked if I could talk about, and explain a lot of the tools that I use. And of course, I would be delighted to, so we decided to make a video just for that. Now, a little bit of backstory on that. The reason I use these extensions and charts and graphs is because it literally puts so much valuable and pertinent information right in front of me, and that saves me time. You see, I work a regular job, so if you work a regular job and you're looking for something that can make life easier for you and save you time so that you can buy and sell products on Amazon for a profit, then you're going to want to watch this video. And also make sure you watch all the way to the end, because we have a bonus out there where I can show you how to use some powerful software to make things even easier for you on your quest. This is going to be a great video, guys, so let's get to it. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. Okay, working class hustlers, let's get right into this, because I got stuff I got to do, like pack my lunch and go to work. But so in this video, we're going to be dealing with the tools that I use. And as you can see, today is January the 21st. The year is 2020. And you can see what I'm doing so far in my last 30 days. I'm down just a little bit, but you're going to have that up and down. So, hey, it's how we do. But you can see the kind of units I'm moving. Today we've got 10 sales so far. So we're starting out pretty good. So here's what we want to look at. The first thing you want to notice is up in this corner, these are the extensions that I'm using. Some people refer to them as widgets, but I think officially they're extensions, and I'm using Google Chrome as my browser. These will work mostly in Firefox as well. So if you're a Firefox person, it's no big deal. So just a quick overview about how this is going to go. We're going to try to make this as brief as possible. And to do that, I'm just going to briefly go over all the tools, what they look like, basically what they do. And then based on your response, if you want, we can make this into a series similar to how we did with Tactical Arbitrage. You guys know, tell me what you want and we'll go for it. That's how this video got started. Somebody said, hey, what tools are you using? So that gave me the inspiration, and I want to thank you guys for that. So when we look up here, here are the widgets or the extensions that I'm using. So right here you can see the Keeper widget. Right here is one that I use called Clear Platinum, and when you get Clear Platinum, you get another one called Clear Platinum Quick View. I have my Rakuten in the background. That way when I'm shopping, one click and I'm getting my cash back. You guys hear me refer to that a lot. These you don't need, this you don't need. Helium 10 is another tool that I use. We're going to talk about. Scandalize is one that I use that we're going to talk about. We'll go over Tactical Arbitrage. This is an extension that you get that goes over your restrictions. I've talked about that in part of the Tactical Arbitrage series, and that's going to be it. So we're going to look at a page, and now we're going to start to break it down. Okay, so you have right here the Keeper extension running, and because of that, you have this chart right here, and this is showing me history. It's not giving much in the way of rank, but I use it to look at the pricing. That way I can see, okay, Amazon is selling it, and as I move the slider, I can see where their price has been, and that helps. Incidentally, this is a product that I have listed out there, and I use that to make a decision. Okay, now clear platinum. You see these right here? These are running because of clear platinum. And sometimes when I talk about things, particularly what I use it for is my calculations. So if I want to calculate whether or not I can make profit, I click here, and then automatically it loads everything for me. That way I can put my information in and do the calculation. You can see all it does is it just takes you to the Amazon FBA revenue calculator tool. Now you could type that into the URL, you could have it saved or whatever, but what this does is right in front of you, you can do that in one click, get to that page without you having to copy and paste and put the ASIN in there. Okay, so then you have clear platinum quick view. Let me give you an example of what that looks like. So let's say we were doing a search and we just wanted to look at Ollie protein bar. So we'll come out to the root of Amazon's website. We'll type in that search and watch how it loads. Okay, and you start getting, it takes a little bit, but you see how you're getting information, like right here is telling you that that product is sold by Amazon. You start getting all of your tools, you start getting the rank. Before you even get into a particular product, right in your main results, you start getting information that you can use. You see rank, you see the category. That way you know before you even get into it, okay, that whether or not you even want to do it. So let me give you another example. We did Ollie protein bar, but let's say we did it a little bit deeper than that. Let's say we said, we typed in peanut butter chocolate. Let's see what kind of results we get. See, now you've gotten deeper, and then right away you start getting more information that you can use. Now remember, all of these tools, all they're really doing is just making life easier. You can find this out yourself. All the other videos I got out there teaches that kind of stuff. But it's nice having the ASIN right in front of you. That's a big one. Whether or not it's sold by Amazon, right in front of you. The rank and in what category, right in front of you. You know, these are things that you can use. And that's just an example. And of course, you guys know about your cash back with Rakuten. Let's look at Helium 10. So let's say we choose a product, we go into it. You know what? Let's choose a different one. Let's say we were going to look at this muscle milk, right? We click on that. Now, depending on how fast your computer is, it takes a while for all of this to load. And as you can see, I'm still using my old computer. I told you the next video was going to be on a new computer. Well, that turned out to be a lie, and I can explain it later. If you really want to know the story, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll tell you why I'm still on this slow computer. You see what it's doing? Moving around, taking me where I don't want to be. So anyway, you see this area right here? This is all Helium 10 loading. Now, Helium 10 does a lot of different things. For example, if you click on inventory levels, now it's going to load and show you what your competition is doing. And this is just one example. You can get into Helium 10 and look at the different things. You know, right there you see Amazon has over 1,000. So if you're gonna jump in with them, you better jump in where you're gonna move product. Okay. Otherwise, they got over 1,000 to move. You see what I'm saying? That helps you make a decision, and it takes a while to load, depending on, again, how slow your computer is. But that's just an example, and that's another, extension running in the background. They give a chart that has rank and it has price, and you can see as you move the slider, you can see how things are going. They have a revenue calculator right in there if you want to use theirs rather than go over to Amazon's. Theirs I don't really use as much, but you could do it, and right here you would get your profit. So if you like that and don't want to have to go over to another page, I just found, for me personally, Amazon's revenue calculator tends to be the most accurate. These aren't always spot on. So then we'll move over to the Scandalize. Now here is Scandalize right here. And what I like is it just puts it in a big, right in front of you. You see the rank, the category, and I can see if the product is restricted right then and there. I could click on here and see. And you guys have seen me do this before, but without having to come over into my Amazon account and go to inventory and add a product in order to see whether or not I can sell the product. Right from here I can see, is it restricted. Okay, then we'll over to Tactical Arbitrage. So let's say you were using TA, and you see right here in a product you can check the restrictions. Incidentally, we're going to look at this product right here because this is a good one, but right here you can check your restrictions, and you do that because that widget is running. Okay, so those are pretty much the tools that I use on a regular, and it looks like a lot, you know what I mean, when you're on the page and you're seeing all these charts and graphs. You really don't need them. I mean, I just like having as much information in front of me as possible because I'm a working class hustler and I'm trying to get it in. So that's all this does. Tell you what, we'll put a link. Now to get the Keeper chart, all you have to do is go to keeper.com. You can get that one. We'll put a link to the Clear Platinum if that's something you want. I really enjoy having that view here, and remember the other view that I showed you. That's good information. We'll put a link for that. For Scandalize, that is under Cyber Monkey Deals. Now here's another thing you want to know. If you're in Chrome, what you can do is you can come to more tools. You can go to your extensions and see right here, this shows you all of your extensions. So let's just say you wanted Scandalize. You could type in, there you go. See, when you start typing something that's actually out there, it'll populate, and then you can go ahead and download it. And this is a free tool to use, but if it requires a code or something, it'll tell you, and then you can put it in there. But that's the same thing if you want to put Helium 10 out there. You'll just start typing Helium, and boom, there it is. You'll be able to load it from there. That's just a way, just showing you a way to get the extension put out there. Okay. So that pretty much concludes it. If you have more questions, no problem. Just send me a text. You guys got my number. We'll put it in the description. We'll have it on the screen at a later point in this video. Or you can just leave a comment, and we'll get more information. If you guys want more, I can go into each of these tools in more detail. Okay. And now we're going to move over to your bonus. We're going to come over to Tactical Arbitrage. We got a whole series on that. If you don't know how to use it, soup to nuts, A to Z. Put a link in the description for that. Jim, show them where it's at. But in here, we're looking at a product. It's a Bluetooth scale from Conair. Now, don't worry if you're not approved for Conair. Don't get caught up in what you're restricted in. That's the wrong focus. You focus on what you can do and do the best that you can do with that. A lot of times, and I've made this mistake, getting caught up in trying to get approved. The approvals will come when you've earned the approvals. Now, if you want to go through the process of, using a service to try and get approved or going through manufacturers and all of this, you can do that. But arbitrage is not so much about that. You're looking more along wholesale lines if you want to go that route. Arbitrage is about getting in where you fit in, right? But I just want to show you when you're using tactical arbitrage, and I have it in basic view right now. So here's the site where the product is, where you're going to buy it. Here's Amazon's deal, and right away you can see you should be able to get it for $20.49. The system calculated my 6% tax, so this is how much I would have to pay. This is what Amazon should be selling it at. This is what the gross profit would be. Look at the return on investment. Now, when you see something like that, you want to think about it. Just a quick glance of the keeper chart. All those squiggly lines like that, there's a lot of action. What is the rank? 30-day average, 90-day average. Well, this is the price, 90, but look at that. Look at the number of sellers, all of that. And then you could, before you even move any further, you could click here to see if you're restricted, and it'll tell you right then and there. I already know I'm approved for Conair, but don't worry about it. If you're not, you move on. When you use this software, you get so many results. You're going to find things that you can sell. That's how I got started, guys. So what you would do at this point, you want to make sure it says in stock, but you don't know that. So before you go any further, if you know you're not restricted, the next thing you do is go and see if the product is on the site for the price that it should be. So it should be $20.49. We want to make sure that the price is right, and we want to make sure that it is in stock. So $20.49, there it is. And see, I would go ahead and activate that if I was going to make the purchase, and I probably will, but you can see here that it is available. You'll learn each store how they do things. That's just how Target does. Some things are available for pickup only, some things are both, whatever the case. But if everything checks out there, the next thing you want to do is make sure that it's on Amazon for the price that they're saying. They're saying that it's selling on Amazon for $69.95 each. So you go ahead and click on Amazon. You'll make sure that it's the one you're looking at, right? It's the white glass, kind of an opaque look. And so you could kind of hover over these. You got all your tools loading. That's what's taking this so long. But you could kind of get an idea and make sure that you got the right product, right? But if you got the right product, see how that looks different? That's not the right one, but this one is. Then the next thing, you see how you have two sellers from $69.95. I'll go ahead and click on that and see, here they are. Both are fulfilled by Amazon, so you would just jump in right there. Don't go undercutting them. If anything, go a little bit higher than them. Don't be that guy that comes out there trying to Walmart everybody. Just jump in. Amazon will rotate between the three of you. Okay? And then right here, let's see. The monthly sales, look at, you got 56 a month. Now that's across the different variations, but there's enough for you guys if you jump in here. So in this case, it all checks out. I would go ahead and make that purchase. That's just an example of how to use this powerful software. I know it's a lot. I know it's robust. I know it's overwhelming. And sometimes it's just so much information that it's information overload. So if you want help with the program, if you're on the edge and considering it, know this. You can get the software, and we'll put a link in the description. Get in under me, and I'll make sure at no extra charge, I'll get you the coaching that you need to be able to master this software. It's not hard at all. Once you get your system down, you only need a few things, but I'll make sure that you can do that. So hey, if that's something you're interested in, text me at, just text the words working class hustler to the number on the screen, the number in the description, and we'll get you going. It does work. Just remember, I'm limited to the amount of people that I can take, and people are taking action now. So if you're serious about this, you got to make a move, guys. Pull the trigger. We'll work it out. And also, just remember, if you're interested in making the investment, we do have a 12-module course, and it's on Udemy. It's very reasonably priced, and here's some of the here's one of our working class hustlers right here. So far so good, getting to know the basic fundamentals, 5 stars. Tiffany Jones, another working class hustler, 5 stars. Mark Chambers, amazing, above expectations. The best part of this course is when you start to show how to add products and how to ship it. There is a segment where we actually show you putting a shipment together, how we package things and all of that. So if that's something you want to invest in, we'll put a link in the description for that. And so I'm in my channel analytics. Views are up, and look at we got 181 more views than usual. We got 53.2 more hours than usual. We're up on subscribers. So thanks so much, guys. We're gonna look at our comments real quick, because I promised one of my working class hustlers that we would go over some of her questions. Okay, Deborah, she had some questions in regards to scammers. How are they able to contact you through Amazon's platform? Now, this is referring to another video about Amazon scammers out there, so we'll put a link in the description to that. But let's go over her questions. How are they able to contact you through Amazon's platform, especially if they are not the manufacturer? What they'll do is, if you have an Amazon account, someone can contact you with a question. So they generally will use that little widget or whatever. The contact seller little button allows them, and that's the same way a manufacturer would do. So you would see it in your, in your Seller Central as someone had a question. And once someone puts a question out there, now the clock starts ticking, because Amazon wants you to respond within a specific amount of time, and you want to be quick on that, because that's counting. Okay, that's how they do that. Don't they risk getting in trouble with Amazon? Possibly, but trust me, Amazon's got so much going on, they ain't got time to be trying to police each and every person pulling his games, right? Once you recognize this as a scam, is it better to either forward this info over to Amazon as a scam spoof, or do nothing at all? I would probably say do nothing at all, because what I don't want to do is mess around and then have Amazon say, hey, quit selling the product. You know what I'm saying? My theory is to just, your focus is not on, reporting people or helping police the community. Your job is to get this money, and you're focused on getting it. You don't really have time to be worried about what these guys are doing. Recognize it, move on. Since I know you are always feeding the beast, because that's what working class hustlers do. That's right. Does your monthly monetary revenue amount reflect products purchased that month and or products that are already in your Amazon account? As exactamundo. That's a very good question. You're feeding the beast. When you're buying products, for the most part, you got to consider at the time that you make the purchase, plan on it being in the warehouse for about 3 months. Some are going to move quicker. Some are going to take a little longer. But you don't want to try and set up a business where you think you're flipping. Remember, Amazon is not a flipping business. Amazon is a cash flow business. You're feeding the beast, not knowing exactly when that those products are going to move. You got a general idea, but Amazon is very dynamic. So that's a very good question. But yes, products that are already in my inventory as well as those that sell quick. And you'll learn. There's some things I'm replenishing, and I know as soon as they come in, they're going right out. But I don't just depend on those. I have a varied amount. I don't go deep. I go wide. But it's kind of funny because I go wide, and the ones that I can replenish, I do tend to go deeper. But you'll figure out your system as you go along. That's how I do it. Let's see. When you are on the road, are you just scanning stores, or do you open source items from a TA list that you created? Another very good question. Okay, I'm not an over-the-road trucker. I drive local, so I put in 10, 12 hours, whatever it may be for that day. And I usually pick one day a week that I physically go to stores. And then throughout the week, I'm doing online arbitrage. So I hope that answers your question. But, you'll go through periods where every time you walk into any store for any purpose at any time, you're looking. It could be the grocery store, and you become like a machine. So, but that goes up, down, just depending on where you are at the time. Let's see what else. What type of computer did you purchase and why? We'll put a link in the description to what I bought, but if you can see it, it's a Dell Optiplex 7010. It's nothing real new, but I bought it because my computer is just way too slow. I mean, I'm embarrassed to say it, but this computer was bought like around 2010. It's got Windows 7 on it. I mean, let's face it, Windows no longer even supports. Microsoft no longer supports Windows 7. There's things that I want to do with you guys, like live streaming. At the time I bought the computer, I'm not even sure if live streaming was a thing. It certainly wasn't on YouTube. The computer just cannot support the things that I want to do with the channel. Incidentally, if you're interested in me live streaming, leave a comment on that. I want to know what you guys think about us getting together live and finding products together, having a discussion together. To me, I'm excited that if you got questions, you can ask me directly instead of leaving a comment and waiting for me to respond. All right, so let me know about that. And I think I answered everything that I wanted to answer on that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for now, guys. Who else said something? Oh yeah, we love your videos over here in Europe. Here in Ireland, watching your videos, you explain them so well. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. Yeah, he had a question on if you're sending groceries to a prepping company, how will I know what the expiry date is? You won't be able to do that. And that's a very good question, Daniel. And here's what he's saying. He's over in another country, but that doesn't stop him from taking advantage of this, because he can order things, have them sent to a prep center. The prep center does everything as far as getting it to the FBA centers, and you can do this from all over the world. Good for you, Dan. But I would stay away from anything with expiration dates. I had problems with prep centers because, you know, sometimes the system isn't going to allow you to send it in with certain dates. The time lapse and all of this stuff. I would probably just say don't do grocery right now, anything with an expiration date, because that's, you're going to run into problems. Oh yeah, and again, thanks Daniel, because of you, that's why we did the video about the widgets. So all right guys, now I'm going to go. So okay guys, thanks again for watching. That's going to conclude this video. I hope you got value out of it, and if so, please give it a like, a thumbs up, share it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you can be notified when we come out with new content. And please do engage, leave comments. We love them. And as you can see, it helps to give us content and you can be a part of our community. You might hear me refer to working class hustlers. Well, that's an endearing term that I created for all of the regulars out here. These are people like you who want to find success on Amazon, but they have full-time jobs. How do you do it? I'm here to show you that it can be done because I'm doing it myself. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. We love having you here. And also, if you want to make an investment in your own education, we do have a full 12-module video course that's available on Udemy. We'll put a link in the description. Check that out if you'd like to make that investment in yourself. And also, if you're interested in individual coaching, that is available. Text Working Class Hustler, the words Working Class Hustler, to the number on your screen and also in the description, and we can work with you. Thank you so much, guys. This is What to Sell on Amazon. I'm Horace, and I'm out.